Getting all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel. Yes, I do know the camera situation. It's just how it's going to be for a little bit. I have my camera right here. The one that I use is just a cheap little camera, and it's broken. Not broken, it still works. The USB connector that I plug into the PC is broken. That's the part that's broken. And so we don't have a connection, and the battery packs that I've been using are not charging. So there's just a whole bunch of problems. So I had to go to my backup camera. So for the foreseeable future, we're probably going to be running camera like this, as long as I can get it to work properly and actually look decent. I know that there's a little bit of a glare from the lights up here. I understand that. There's nothing I can do about that unless I turn them off. But then it'd be darker and it wouldn't look right. So I'll try to do some cropping of the camera to make it not as bad. Hopefully it looks good. That's the whole thing. Hopefully it just looks good. I don't know if it does. I guess I'll see in editing, but I just wanted to acknowledge that right out of the way so that you guys know that I know what's going on. And I'm not just trying to gaslight you into thinking this has been the right camera the entire time. And obviously I'm looking this way instead of looking this way. So when I actually am playing the game, you guys will see the side angle. That's just how it's going to have to be, because I can't move the camera from right here to over here. It just doesn't fit. It doesn't work. So you guys have to be right there for right now. So unless I can find a different way to mount you. That sounded weird. Unless I can find a different way to mount the camera onto an area over here. So that sounds a little bit better. But anyway, with that being acknowledged, today is episode number 2 of the Dallas Cowboys revival series. And I've got a special one for you guys today because I have added a player who I'm very excited to use today to the team. That player is Jamarcus Russell. That's right. The 39-year-old bust first overall pick quarterback of the then Oakland Raiders is now going to be on the Dallas Cowboys. We're giving him a second chance. This is all what the revival series is all about, is giving players a second chance, reviving their careers, and making them into Super Bowl champions. So the first player that I chose to revive was Jamarcus Russell. So let's go see how he can play, because we're going to play week number 1. And remember, the boosted sliders for the CPU is going to make it even more difficult than it normally is. You think I suck now? Just wait till you watch this gameplay, because it's going to be bad. Or maybe it won't be, and then I'll have to boost it up even more. I don't know. But we're going to find out. If you go on to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's go see how the 39-year-old quarterback will perform. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the Dallas Cowboys revival series, and here he is. Jamarcus Russell is here. 6'6", 265, 39 years old, from LSU. Unfortunately, I couldn't get his experience number correctly. They didn't give me a setting to change that, so it does say he's a 1-year pro, but he is normal development. He is not very good at all because he's been sitting on his couch for a while, but he does still have that cannon of an arm. His accuracies are horrible. His awareness is horrible because, if you remember, one of the big knocks on him was he didn't care about football. He didn't want to study. He didn't want to watch film, and so his awareness is very, very bad. He can't run really at all because he's 39 years old and he's not in shape. But he's getting a second chance here, and maybe he can do something. Maybe he can do something. His accuracies are bad, but he is still available to throw the football. And he's going to be starting for us week number 1. We could start Russell Wilson. We could start Trey Lance. We could start Daniel Jones. But we are going to start Jamarcus Russell. Now, I'm not saying he's going to finish the game. If we start to get absolutely destroyed with him and we're not throwing the passes very well, then we will move on from him, and then we'll just have to cut him and make somebody and sign somebody new next episode, whether it's a wide receiver or a running back or a defensive lineman, whatever it may be, or a quarterback again. I don't know. But we are starting the season with Jamarcus Russell. And as you can see, I have changed to an owner instead of the head coach because I can give the funds, I can give the $5 million or whatever I need to do for each win like we established in the rules. If you're curious about anything about how this series is going to work or anything like that, go back and watch the first episode. I talked about that pretty extensively in that first episode. So if you want to know how we earn money or all that kind of stuff, go back and watch that episode. All those details are in there. So I guess the only thing left to do is to actually play the game and play against the Cleveland Browns on the road in Cleveland with Jamarcus Russell as our starting quarterback. This is going to be an experience. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1 of the Revival series. And remember, the CPU sliders are boosted to 75. Mine are all based at 50, whatever the normal base sliders are. That ball's out already. Picked up by Cleveland. Fumble on the first attempt. But the CPU sliders are boosted to 75. So I'm assuming that they are going to just absolutely dominate me, especially because our defense is full of old guys that aren't very good anymore. And there's a first handoff, and that's Nick Chubb. Penalty on the first play. Chubb goes down. What's the penalty going to be? A hold on the first play? It is a hold on the first play by Joel Bitonio. So they had a fumble on the kickoff and now a hold. The Cleveland Browns are Cleveland Browning right now. They're hurting themselves. Deshaun Watson under center. Can we get to the quarterback a little bit? He's going to find a man, but it's dropped. I didn't put the sliders the opposite way, did I? Because that would be pretty awkward. If you go up, right, that makes it more difficult. That's what I think, right? Otherwise, the Cleveland Browns are going to be bad. And that would be that's not what we want. But we have forced a third and 10 after the catch from Deshaun Watson. They do have CeeDee Lamb, by the way, because I sent CeeDee Lamb over here to get somebody on my team from the Cleveland Browns when I was building the roster. Oh, Deshaun's going to try to scramble. Can't get away. It's Zadarius Smith bringing him down. All right, I like to see that. And we will force the Cleveland Browns to punt the football. So the defense, the Revival Series defense, has done a good job. But now we are on offense with our 50-something overall quarterback. And there he is. Jamarcus Russell is on the field. Nobody thought this day would come. Nobody thought this day would come, but here he is, Jamarcus Russell. This is not going to be easy. This is not going to be easy. You know what? We're going to start with a run. We're not going to let Jamarcus throw it just yet. We're going to start with a run with Austin Ekeler. Maybe we can get some good carries. Oh, he broke a tackle. Austin Ekeler down the field. I didn't make it easier, did I? I didn't try to. Settings. I don't think I can change sliders from this area. We're still on all Madden difficulty. The sliders have been boosted. I talked about that. It's 75. Hopefully, that doesn't mean 75 is easy, because that's going to be pretty awkward if it is. I don't know. We'll find out. Jamarcus Russell dropped by Mercedes Lewis. The 40-something-year-old tight end not having a good time there. He's going to be feeling that one for months. Come on, Jamarcus. It's 2nd down and 10. I'm going to have to check this down. There was no way. I was looking at Michael Thomas there, but it didn't seem like it was going to work. All right, Jamarcus, what do we have here? What do we have here? Am I going to be able to find this sideline? Oh, that's a crazy throw and a crazier catch from Austin Ekeler. That was not a good throw at all from Jamarcus Russell, but it's caught somehow by Ekeler. Don't ask me how. Jerry Jeudy drops it. Oh, Jerry. Okay. Jerry Jeudy with the drop. 2nd down and 10. Will Austin Ekeler get this first down? Oh, I thought I clicked a run. I could have sworn I clicked a run. Whatever. It's Michael Thomas for a catch. I could have sworn I clicked a run there. I guess I didn't? I don't know. Whatever it is. I know I clicked a run now. 3rd and 3. This is a little bit more manageable for Ekeler to get. And Ekeler will get it. Okay. Good job, Ekeler. Turf toe for Jerry Jeudy. He's out for the game. Well, that's not a good start. This is the first drive of the game, and we already lost Jerry Jeudy. Not ideal. I'm going to try to hit him. No, he was going to be open for a touchdown, but it's Mike Hall Jr. with the sack on Jamarcus Russell. I was going to have a touchdown there. I was going to have a touchdown there. I'm going to look at Mercedes Lewis. This is a tough throw and an even tougher catch. Lewis drops it off his hands after contact. Jamarcus Russell's got the throw power. He just doesn't have the accuracies to be able to precisely put balls where they need to be. And there's case in point number one right there. Interception by the Cleveland Browns, and it might be a pick six unless Moore can get there. Or maybe Jamarcus can save the day. He slowed him down enough to be brought down, but that is an unfortunate pick six. Juan Thornhill. That's what happens, man. I tried to get a little crazy with Jamarcus and throw it deep. It was thrown deep, that's for sure. It just was not thrown accurately. And Nick Chubb will destroy us, unfortunately. Can we get to Deshaun Watson? That's what we need to do. If we're going to stop the Cleveland Browns, we need to get to Deshaun Watson before he's able to find his plethora of weapons that he has, including the new addition of CeeDee Lamb. So he's got two former Dallas Cowboy wide receivers now. He's got Amari Cooper, who's just naturally on the team, and then he's got CeeDee Lamb now. So we're going to be in trouble if we get cooked by our former player because I had to send him to the Cleveland Browns because he's not part of the series. End of the first quarter. It's still 0-0. It is still 0-0. We will see if the Browns can do anything here. 2nd and 8. Oh, he's wide open. Nick Chubb breaking tackles. We did force him back behind the first down marker. He was going to get the first down, but we forced him behind it. It's 3rd and 1. Do you think if we bring a blitz here that would work? I'm going to try. I'm going to get a little crazy here. I'm going to bring a blitz and try to get to Deshaun. He's wide open, David Njoku, but he didn't get 2 feet down. This is not college sports. This is not college football. He did not get 2 feet down. That was a touchdown if he got 1 foot in, if it was college, but he did not get 2 feet down, and they will kick a field goal. The Cleveland Browns are up 3-0 on us, which it probably could be worse, honestly. Somehow we have survived enough to allow only 3 points. And we will try to get this football and score a touchdown with Jamarcus Russell. It sounds so crazy to say. Peterson will not go anywhere. Okay. Jamarcus Russell back onto the football field. He didn't have a bad drive, the first drive out. Just didn't end the way that we wanted it to. Eckler, 2nd and 6. Read options, probably not the smartest thing to do. Probably not the smartest thing to do. We'll hand it off to Eckler because Myles Garrett was right there to pound me. He was going to pound me like some sausage. I think I'm going to go Calvin Ridley here. That seems like the smartest option. Although he's not really open. Ridley. It's caught, 4th and 3. We only got a yard out of that. Out of all that, it was only a yard. Feels like we should have got more. Jamarcus rolling. Jamarcus throws and a turnover on downs. Yeah, that was not the idea. That was not the right idea. I shouldn't have tried to scramble there and roll out of the pocket. Jamarcus is not fast. Quick throw. Good tackle by Hyde to bring down David Njoku, who almost had the touchdown on the previous play or previous drive. We need to get to the quarterback, man. If we can get to Deshaun Watson, then we can be a lot better. We can be in a lot better situation. Oh, they play actioned it. Watson's going to scramble. Big hit on him. Boom tech kind of worked. But he goes down with the ball and a first down. Deshaun Watson play action scramble. Not what I would have predicted. I thought they were just going to hand it off to Nick Chubb. And this time it's a wide receiver screen, tight end screen, to David Njoku. He goes down 2nd and 7. Okay. Do we get crazy, bring a blitz here? Probably not. Let's just go normal stuff. Try to get to naturally. Oh, he dropped it. Chubb couldn't hang on. Good job. Good tackle. It is now 3rd and 7. Come on, defense. 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 Get to Deshaun. It's going to be a screen. Micah Hyde couldn't do it, but Gilmore will do it. Force him out of bounds. It was Gilmore. It was Leonard Floyd. It was a couple of people, and we will force another field goal attempt for the Cleveland Browns. We are somehow surviving when the Browns have had great field position. They have not been able to put points on the board other than field goals. There's only 2 minutes to go before halftime, which we get the ball to start the second half. So if we could do a double dip here, that would be unbelievable. I would really, really think that would be awesome. But we actually got to score the first time. Peterson going nowhere. Okay. Jamarcus Russell back onto the field. I think the key with Jamarcus Russell is to throw these short routes, although they're pressing up with Calvin Ridley, so I'm going to send him deep. But I think these little short, quick routes, it's not going to matter. It's a flag called. It's probably a hold. And it is a holding call on who? Who is it? Who's the culprit? Jack Conklin, the right tackle. Not great. I think that getting the ball out quickly is going to be the right idea. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to accomplish that. There it is. That's intercepted. Elijah Moore was the intended receiver, and Jamarcus Russell just floated the football a little bit inaccurately. And unfortunately, it's an interception. Throwing it right to Jordan Hicks. Not what I wanted. And we give the Browns, again, great starting field position. Oh, that's a great throw to David Njoku. Howard will bring him down at the 2. Probably should have just let him go in. Although maybe we can make a goal line stand here. You never know. Are they going to bring Nick Chubb? They'd probably be smart to do that. It's not going to be Nick Chubb. It's going to be a wide receiver, and it's Amari Cooper touchdown. The Cleveland Browns finally put 7 on the board. It's now 13-0. I thought they might go for 2 to make it an actual, even 14, but they go 13. I'm giving the Cleveland Browns 13 points here, basically. That interception was completely avoidable, but Jamarcus did Jamarcus things. We might have to bring in Russell Wilson. That might have to be where we go. Kadarius Toney back to return this, and Kadarius Toney's got some room. Kadarius Toney! That was dangerous. That was a little bit dangerous there from Kadarius. I thought he might have had something there. All right, Jamarcus, let's see if we can get on the board here before the half. Michael Thomas, big catch, first down, okay. Good job, Slant Man. Minute 18 to go. Thomas is running deep. Lewis is underneath. Just hit Lewis. He goes around Mercedes Lewis, the 40-year-old. He's in a nursing home, but he gets it delivered. Jamarcus did a good job there. And I'm actually going to send Elijah Moore deep and hope that maybe he can win. I don't think he did. I got to get that away. Intercepted again. Jamarcus Russell is just the worst. That ball wasn't even close to where I wanted it to go. Jamarcus Russell, let's just say he is not the guy. Oh, it's going to be a screen, and it's incomplete. 50 seconds to go. 50 seconds to go. Do we switch out to Russell Wilson? Is that the question? Is that what we do? Do we just give up on Jamarcus right now? Because it seems like he's going to not be accurate enough to be able to get the ball where we need it to be. So it might be smart to switch to Russell Wilson. I don't know. We'll have to make the decision in the second half, because I'm assuming the Cleveland Browns, unless they make a big mistake here, will use all of this time. And they're going to Njoku a lot. They are using David Njoku so much. Which is kind of realistic. I mean, Njoku gets a lot of yards in real life. But, I mean, you got Amari Cooper and you got CeeDee Lamb. Why not use them both? Another screen to Nick Chubb. He avoids the tackle, and he avoids another tackle. Nick Chubb avoiding tackles like crazy. And he gets another timeout called at the 27-yard line. It's 25 seconds left. They are now into field goal range, and we are in a tough spot here. Oh, that's wide open, David Njoku. Or not David Njoku. That is, I don't know who 86 is. Is that CeeDee Lamb? Is he wearing number 86 for the Browns? I don't know. Whoever it is, it's a touchdown for the Browns. Gilmore was close. He was very, very close to intercepting that. He just doesn't have the speed anymore. If this was prime Stephon Gilmore, he probably picks it off, but obviously that's not the case. So now we are down 20-0 to the Cleveland Browns. And Jamarcus Russell has probably put us there. We probably would make this a little bit more of a game if Jamarcus wasn't our quarterback, but that's not how we're doing it. Jamarcus is our quarterback. 17 seconds. Do we think we can make anything crazy happen? I'm going to try. I'm going to try to make something crazy happen. I'm going to roll. I'm going to try to fire that. That was completely inaccurate, as you would expect. Mercedes Lewis never got open. He never got free past his cover guy. They just kept getting stuck together, which is kind of annoying. Jamarcus, another interception. I tried to pound it down the field, and I've given them field goal range right away with 4 seconds to go. I think we might try Russell Wilson. I think we might try Russell. Is this going to go through? It's got the angle, and it is going to be going through. 23-0. The Browns get a free 3 points because of that interception in the return. Let's just say this isn't going very well. Let's just say this is not going very, very well at all. We'll try one more attempt and see what we can do. We'll see what happens. That's a deep ball. It's going to be dropped. If it's just a little bit like more power on it, Ridley might have been able to take it to the house for a touchdown, but unfortunately that is not the case, and we are down big in this one. We do get the football. I don't know if I'm going to take Jamarcus out, but I am going to make some adjustments here with the tight end situation. I want N'Keal Harry to get some starts. I would prefer N'Keal Harry to see if he can get any sort of development going. Kadarius Toney will return, and our only one successful return of the game was with Kadarius Toney, and he gets another decent one to the 34-yard line. It's not too bad. All right, down 23-0. This game is by no means over. I know it sounds crazy to say the way that Jamarcus has played, which is not very good, but it's only 23-0. If we score and then stop him on defense and score again, we're right back in this game. No, I'm saying that like it's easy. It's not going to be easy at all, as Austin Eckler gets nowhere. But maybe having N'Keal Harry out there can do something. Sounds crazy to say, but maybe N'Keal Harry can actually do something. That ball's actually going to get to Calvin Ridley, and Ridley will take it up the field. Calvin Ridley. See? Good things can happen with this team. It's not going to be all bad. It's not going to be all bad. Good things can happen. We're going to hand this off to Austin Eckler. He's got a lot of room. Austin Eckler. Why weren't we doing this at the beginning? This seems like the right situation. The right combination of things to be doing here. Snap it. Quick handoff or quick throw. Harry, broken tackle. N'Keal. Down to the 1. And he's frozen. He is absolutely frozen. I think I'm going to hand this off to Austin Eckler and see if we can get the job done on the ground. Austin Eckler brought down immediately. No gain. All right. I'm looking at Harry again. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm going to trust N'Keal Harry. He caught it, but he didn't get into the end zone. 4th and goal from the 1, and I am trying another play. Jamarcus. What do you got for me, Jamarcus? On the run! No! Jamarcus. Michael Thomas drops it. To be fair, I think a Browns player got his hand in there. That is brutal. We got all the way down to the 1 and could not punch it in. But Hendricks, safety! 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 We stop Nick Chubb. We get points on the board. We are not going to get shut out. What is happening here? What in the world? I don't know what happened with that kicker. He got glitched or something. A safety. We are not going to get shut out in game number 1. That is a good sign. That's always a good sign not to get shut out. Let's go back to the formula. Let's go back to what was working. Handing the ball off to Eckler, and then those little slant routes as well is what was working too. So let's try those again. Eckler. Oh, good change of direction, Austin. Let's go. Could have been a little bit sharper, but hey, it worked. It got us a couple yards. And now we got Calvin Ridley running deep down the field. If he can get through, there's no safety back there to help him. I think Calvin Ridley won. If that ball can get there, it's not going to be accurate, but Calvin Ridley does! Jamarcus got the ball there. Oh my God, it worked. Calvin Ridley's having a big game. He's now got the 2 biggest plays of the day for the Cowboys. And Eckler will get another handoff down to the 21-yard line. Okay. I don't really like this fade option with Michael Thomas. I don't think it's going to work. It might. Fade. Thomas. Aggressive. Almost. 3rd and 5. Isaiah Wynn dislocated shoulder or something. I don't know. I didn't really read what that said. Some sort of dislocation. And he's out for the game, it looks like. Get that away. It's Michael Thomas. He holds on, and the slant man gets us a first down. Good job, Mike. We'll go back to the run game. Jamarcus is starting to play a little bit better in the second half. I will say that. It's probably more so because I'm starting to realize his limitations. Another injury for Cleveland this time. I'm starting to realize Jamarcus's his limitations, and we're getting the job done. I'm going to go Elijah Moore here. He's going to hold on. He didn't get in? Oh, I thought for sure he put that ball across the line. Oh, it's kind of annoying, actually. I thought he had it. I thought he had it for sure. And Jamarcus is a yard away from his first touchdown as a Dallas Cowboy. Trying to go underneath. Doesn't work. Where else do we go here? I guess just I could go QB draw. That might be hilarious. That might actually be hilarious if we go QB draw, but I don't think that's the right idea. I think we go out of the backfield to Eckler. Eckler into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland Browns. It's Austin Eckler, of all people, and Jamarcus Russell has his first touchdown in the NFL in probably over a decade. A great play, and we do kick the field goal. It is 23-9. What a wild score. If this is how it ends, I wonder if this would be a scoregami. I wonder if it would be a scoregami. It could be. 44 seconds left. We need the defense to step up. If we get the defense to step up, we get a turnover or something, then you never know what could happen, man. The offense is starting to cook a little bit here. You never know what could happen. All right, defense. Let's do this thing. They've got Nick Chubb, and they're probably going to use him pretty heavily to try to run the clock down. They give it to him right there. He only gets 2 on the play. Accelerated clock kind of kills us. This could be a pass. They're in a more favorable passing situation here. And it will be a handoff to Nick Chubb. He's going to change direction, get brought down. That'll be the end of the third quarter. Kendricks is the one to bring him down. Okay, we've got 1 quarter left. It's 23-9. Jamarcus has thrown 4 interceptions. He's also got a passing touchdown, though, so that's also good. We will see what happens now. Deshaun Watson. What's he got on 3rd and 7? The snap. The throw, he's wide open. He destroyed us. He cooked us in the middle of the field. Absolutely wide open. Absolutely wide open. I don't know who that is, number 80. I couldn't see the name on the back. But there was nobody around him. Sack, couldn't get the sack on Deshaun. Gilmore, spin move from whoever that is. Who is that? I can't see the name on the back. I gotta find out. Who is that guy for the Cleveland Browns, number 80? It is Jamari Thrash. Okay, rookie. I didn't recognize his name. Okay. Well, he's been cooking us the past couple of plays. And the Browns are in dangerous territory. Chubb, handoff, broken. Broken up right there. 2nd and 10, gain of nothing. Nice play by the defense. I wouldn't be surprised if they hand this off to Chubb again. And they do. And he's going nowhere. 3rd and 8. One more play. I really would love to get a turnover instead of allowing them a field goal, because field goal adds points. We are going to shut them down, and they will kick a field goal here. Oh, injury timeout. We got lucky on there. Okay, either block this or miss it, Cleveland. Do not score another field goal, because that just hurts our chances of coming back and winning this one, and Cleveland will make it. It's 26-9. We are in a really weird situation. We are in a really, really weird situation. Hopefully it'll work. Tony is back to return. And Kadarius Toney's got the edge. That ball's out. And it's a fumble recovered by the Cleveland Browns. And we are going to lose this football game. We were probably going to lose it originally, anyways. But now we don't even get another chance because Kadarius Toney popped that ball out, or had the ball pop out on him. Unfortunate. Chubb will get it. And we've really not had any problems with Nick Chubb today. That's pretty nice. I'm glad we don't have any problems with Nick Chubb. I was a little bit worried that we would. And it looks like we won't be getting any money added to our account in week 1. We're going to be losing to the Cleveland Browns. But it's because we started out so poorly. I figured it out in the 3rd quarter. I really did. I started to figure out Jamarcus Russell, which makes me want to keep him around, because I think I can figure him out a little bit. I'm probably going to make mistakes with him, but that's just because he's a low overall. And this Jamari Thrash dude is really thrashing me. Oh, God, I'm funny. 26-9. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they just, like, kneel it down. That's probably what they should do, if we're being honest. And it's going to be Nick Chubb again. He's going to spin off a tackle and get to the 2. Can we get a goal line stand? Can the goal line stand be something that happens? Probably not. I'm going to try it, though. Here we go. They're going to snap it. It's a handoff to Chubb, and Chubb will knock it in. Okay. Good stop. This is probably a pass. It could be a run. I mean, they've run out of this before. This might even be the final play of the game with the way the accelerated clock has been moving. Snap. It is a pass. Watson will roll. Watson, he's going to scramble for a touchdown. Grady Jarrett tried to dive after it, but he had no chance. And the Cleveland Browns will take week number 1 against the Revival Series team. 33-9. That's got to be a scoregami. There's no way a game in the NFL has ever finished 33-9. There is 32 seconds left. As long as Kadarius Toney doesn't put the ball on the ground again, we should have a couple of plays on offense. But would you expect anything else from Kadarius Toney? I mean, come on. Oh, Patrick Peterson's going to be the one to get it. I might have to readjust my kick return team. Patrick Peterson's not really the guy to do that, I wouldn't think. All right, Jamarcus. Can we score a touchdown here to end this game? I might have a chance right there. It's going to be N'Keal Harry of all people. It was a really bad throw from Jamarcus Russell, but N'Keal Harry breaks free for a big gain. It was a really bad throw from Jamarcus. But we do move the football a little bit. I'm going to throw that to Eckler. He's going to drop it. Austin Eckler, man. That's okay. It's totally fine. I didn't expect anything else. 17 seconds. What can we do? Jamarcus, he's hit on the throw, but he finds N'Keal Harry. Is N'Keal Harry going to be the guy for us? Is N'Keal Harry going to be the stud breakout? I mean, he might be. He's still fairly young, and that's incomplete. Denzel Ward makes the play. Great play by Denzel. 8 seconds left. Can we get in the end zone? Come on, Jamarcus. I believe in you. Scramble, Jamarcus. Get in there. Run people over. You're 6'6". He gets down to the 1. We have one play. We have one play to score a touchdown to make this game not look as big of a blowout as it actually has been. I could run it with Austin Eckler, but I'm going to pass it. We're going to give it to, I think it was Elijah Moore we gave it to, and it's over. I probably should have ran it. We lose the football game, unfortunately, 33-9. The Revival Series starts 0-1. Could we have won this game? I mean, it's possible. We might have been able to win this one if I didn't throw 4 interceptions in the first half. There were some bright spots in this one. Jamarcus didn't play horrible in the second half. I feel like we could have won this one. I really do. I think we could have won this one. So next week, we'll have to come back out and see if we can do it. Player stats, though. Yeah, Jamarcus didn't play amazing in the first half. 15 for 31, 206 yards, 1 touchdown to 4 interceptions. We'll definitely have to clean that up if we want to keep Jamarcus around. And then rushing-wise, Eckler had 10 for 64. I feel like we got away from the run game a little bit. The run game was working against Cleveland. 4 catches for 69 yards for N'Keal Harry. Maybe he's the guy. And then Ridley had 4 for 87. Thomas had 3 for 24. We had defensively, Gilmore had 3 tackles. We had 6 for Deion Jones. Kendricks had 6. No sacks on Deshaun. No interceptions on Deshaun. Did have a couple tackles for loss, though, including the safety. I think Kendricks is the one who got the safety. But that is how we will end the episode there. Unfortunately, or not end the episode, but unfortunately, we did not get the win. It's too bad. I feel like we could have done it. I feel like we really could have done it. Let's go back and recap the team, recap the episode. But that's tough. That's a tough way to lose, especially because that second half was a lot different than the first half. Okay, so we lose to the Cleveland Browns. We will move to week number 2 against the Saints. I think we're going to keep Jamarcus as the starting quarterback. I feel like we can get a win with him. I really do. I think we can. It's going to be pretty tough, obviously, but I think Jamarcus can get a win. I'm actually going to start N'Keal Harry over Mercedes Lewis. Luckily, Jerry Jeudy should be back for game number 2. Looks like he is. And I'm actually going to go to special teams, and we're going to make sure that we have the right kick return team. Who is the fastest guys on this team? Let's go to the actual depth chart. Who is the fastest guys on this team? So we've got ourselves 90 speed, 92 speed from Elijah Moore, 92 speed from Calvin Ridley. I mean, we don't have a lot of options, do we? I think we might have to have Elijah Moore and Kadarius Toney be kick return guys for us. That might be a little bit better. And then punt return will be Toney and Elijah Moore. Whoops. I think that'll be right. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the best option that we have because we don't have a lot of speed, do we? But Jamarcus, I think, is going to get another shot next week. I think he's going to get another shot next week. He may not end up being our quarterback the entire year. It might just go back to Russell Wilson or Trey Lance or Daniel Jones or anybody like that. But I'm going to give Jamarcus another shot because I think that it was more me that was making the mistakes than it was him. But next episode, we will also have a new player to add to the team. If you guys want to suggest a player, or if you want me, I'll just do it myself because I kind of have some good ideas for some guys that I want to add. So if you have any ideas, suggest them down below for guys you want to see added to the team. Remember, it can be guys that are formerly of the league. It could be guys that were never in the league. It could be guys that are in the league right now that I have to make a move for. Whatever you want, let your creativity go. Leave them down below in the comments if you want me to add somebody to the team. Otherwise, I will just add them myself. And yeah, that's going to do it for the episode. Rough start to the season with a loss to the Cleveland Browns, but did you really expect us to not lose to the Cleveland Browns? I mean, before we go, actually, let me make sure that the settings are where they need to be, the sliders, I mean, because we're on all Madden difficulty. Let me make sure the gameplay sliders, they should be 75s across the board, right? Yeah, so 75s are, that should make it harder, right? I think so. I don't know. We'll keep it at 75, and we'll keep seeing through some testing to see if it is exactly how we want it to be. But that is going to do it for the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much. Stop by and watch. I truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.